Good afternoon, students. Today we will study chapter 13, Motion and Time. Motion. As motion refers to movement shown by any object, any organism in their day-to-day life. Means change in position. Motion means change in position with respect to time. Motion may be slow, may be fast. Someone may change their place from one place to another. If anyone move, the motion may be slow, may be fast. As we will discuss about the motion, the term distance, displacement, speed, velocity, all these terms also come. If any object covers certain distance, here we will find without motion there is no chance to cover distance. So motion also related with term distance, displacement, speed and velocity. So let's come. What do you mean by the term motion and what are their types? Motion. Change in position shown by any object with respect to time, called as motion. Motion here is of two types. Motion is of two types here. One is uniform motion. Other is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? What is non-uniform motion? When an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, called uniform motion. When an object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, called as non-uniform form motion. Motion is of two types. One is uniform, other is non-uniform. Uniform in the sense when any object moves from one place to another, it means covering some distance, then it means it may take equal time to cover equal distance. In non-uniform, the body covers distance, unequal distance in equal interval of time. It means here motion is of two types. In case of uniform motion, any object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, whereas in non-uniform, any object cover distance which is unequal but covered that particular distance covered in equal interval of time. So motion is of two types, uniform, non-uniform. Their definition: uniform and non-uniform. Then continue about what is speed. Distance, displacement, speed, all this, velocity, all these terms also need to learn. Here, distance, if we will just see here, any object A start moving from A to B and then it comes to position C. Then you see distance is equal to AB plus BC. But displacement is here what? AC. Displacement is equal to AC. From this given or drawn figure, what is here concluded? This shows that AB plus BC means long distance here, long path covered by object, whereas in this case path is shortest, it is easily covered by the body. This is here, so you must show this diagram A, B, C. If any object P covers this and then this, distance is equal to AB plus BC, whereas displacement is equal to AC. Displacement is equal to AC. Distance is the longest path covered by any object or any body. Through the drawn figure, we can define or show this one, the longest path. It means AB plus BC. This is distance covered by any object. Whereas in displacement is the shortest path covered by any object. Any object when covers shortest path, this is called to be as displacement. This is distance. Then what is speed? For this also, see the formula here. Speed is equal to distance by time. velocity is equal to displacement by time. These two formula is very, very important. If anyone asks you what is relation between distance, speed and time, then you must write this formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. Through this formula, you can define a speed also. Then a speed is what? Distance covered per unit time by any object. Distance covered by an object in unit time. Here velocity. For velocity, displacement will be there. Displacement covered by an object in unit time or per unit time gives the displacement, your velocity, and distance give speed. So Lord, this formula is also important here. Relation between a speed, distance and time. This sometime teacher may ask you distance is what? Then cross multiply. Distance is equal to a speed into time. Speed into time. Time is equal to what? Then distance by a speed. And the similar way, relation between here velocity is equal to displacement by time. So displacement is equal to, see here, displacement is equal to velocity into time. And last relation, time is equal to what? In this case, displacement by, when the value of displacement given, you must find time by using the value of displacement and velocity. These are the relation and the formula for the different physical quantity. Some differences are also there, because displacement is the shortest path covered by any object and distance is the largest or the longest path covered by any object. Because of direction here, quantity may be a scalar or may be vector. Sometimes difference between distance and displacement. Second, speed and velocity. Asked by the teacher. After explanation, it is clear to you all what is distance, what is displacement. If anyone asks you, then it is easy. Longest path covered by any object. Here, shortest path covered by any object. Because of longest, it means no any particular path is there, body cover. So distance is It is a scalar quantity, a scalar quantity. Here it is a vector quantity because a particular path, shortest path, it means there is direction, so it is shortest path, so it is a vector quantity, vector quantity. You must note down. In the similar way, in place of distance, displacement, if your speed, your third point also, you write for this distance and displacement by your own. Just try to write one more difference. In the similar way, for speed and velocity differences, one side is speed, one side velocity. 2 points here. Distance covered by an object in unit time. Here displacement covered by any object in unit time. Second, this is a scalar quantity, vector quantity. Third, unit for measuring the speed is only 2 points, and third point you just try to write. Next, uniform and non-uniform motion with graph. How we can draw graph for uniform motion and non-uniform motion? Uniform motion first. Uniform motion. Here you just draw a graph by using this given table. Here distance, here time. If any object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, here if 10 kilometer, distance in kilometer, time in hour, 10 kilometer in 1 hour. In 1 hour, then 20 in 2 hours, then 30 in 3 hours, like this. Equal distance in equal interval of time, 10, 20, 30, then 1, 2, 3. As 10 to 20, it means 2, 20 to 30 in third hour. This shows that what? The line, first you draw x-axis, this is y-axis. This side you write time, this side you write distance. Here distance, here 10, 20, 30. This side 1, 2, 3. Time in hour, you must mention the unit also. Distance in kilometer. in kilometer. Must show this one. For this uniform motion, what will be here? You just see. 1 hour a body travels 10 kilometer. Just put here dot. In next 1 hour it travels 20. It means this side also, you just see, match this one through dotted line. You just mark the point here, 20. You just mark this 20. And last, in other 1 hour it will come near about here. So join this, it will come here. What? A straight. Here, a straight line will be shown here. By using a scale, you draw. A straight line will become. This straight line in distance time graph shows uniform motion. You write here uniform motion. Uniform motion. This graph shows uniform motion. It means what? A body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. In equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. Next, for non-uniform motion, graph is straight. This is a straight line graph. A straight line graph shows uniform motion. Uniform motion. You must study this. Next, non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Only here body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. You just draw graph for the non-uniform motion. Draw x-axis, y-axis. Here also you draw one table. Here you also draw one table. One side here distance in kilometer, time in hour. Then you see if 20 kilometer in 1 hour, then 30 kilometer, then 50 kilometer in other 1 hour, in 2 hours. Then here 80 kilometer in 3 hours. Right, like this. This shows that a body covers equal distance here, unequal distance in equal interval of time. This shows that, and here the object cover unequal distance 20, then 50, then 80 in unequal interval of time. It means here the line drawn in this graph not be straight. You just see in this graph here one side distance in kilometer, in x-axis, in y-axis time, in hour. Just mention here, mark it. If here is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Here 1 hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, like this. Just see here, 20 kilometer in first hour. It means here you just put here dot and just join through dotted line by using the scale. Here in first hour 20 kilometer, in second hour means in 2 hour 50 kilometer. You just mark here, you mark here, just dotted line from here and mark here. In 3 hour you just see 80, reach up to 80. Use a scale to draw this line, dotted line, and just try to join this. Here coming, then here coming, then here coming. This is not a straight line. This is non-uniform motion. Here this graph shows body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Here 1, 2, 3. Here 3. Sorry. Here 3. Then what is here? In next 1, 1, 1 hour, it is equal 1, 2, 3. But we are seeing that distance cover is unequal. So we can say in non-uniform motion, any object cover unequal distance in equal interval of time. Not a straight graph, line graph. So non-uniform motion. Difference between uniform and non-uniform motion. Differences between uniform and non-uniform motion. Here, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. First, what you all have seen. In uniform, first you write the definition. Write down the definition here. Body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Second, you have seen a straight line graph. Non-straight or curve you can say non-straight line graph is drawn so must learn this. Next topic, SI unit. SI unit, SI unit. distance or displacement is meter. We can measure distance or displacement in meter. This is the SI unit. Speed or velocity, meter per second. Here, time in second. Here in SU, second. Time in second. So this is the SI unit. Distance or displacement is measured in meter, small m. Speed or velocity in meter per second. Right here, meter per second. Meter per second. Per second. Time in second. Here, second. Like this, you will have to write. Next, other terms which is related with this chapter is different type of motion. Here, periodic motion. Oscillatory motion. All this motion you will have to study. Oscillation. What is periodic motion? If anyone asks you, what do you mean by the term periodic motion? Motion by any object in a particular interval of time. Here is a particular interval of time. Example, day and night. Day and night occurs in a particular interval of time. There is a fixed time for day and night. So